Just walking around. I'm just going to do a wee round the rooms, show everybody the Banshee's Labyrinth
Banshee's Labyrinth
from within. Here's one of the little bar areas in here. You see anything unusual, folks, just give us a shout. We've been doing an investigation in here today and it's been quite interesting. Lots of things happening just while I'm wandering around. Our other colleagues are doing a mini spirit board session.
We want it to do something more.
But we're going for a walk. Oh, something sounded a bit dodgy there. But that's probably why Simon doesn't do spirit boards. Because he doesn't like messing about with doors being opened. We might bump into someone else. I'm just doing a wee walk around.
That's pool room. I am drawn so much to the energy in there.
Yeah.
I feel it's very gentle.
But in a positive way.
Yeah, yeah.
Come then. Let's have a look.
And very, very gentle. I just feel keep wanting to go back in there.
Well, that was the room in which Lynn felt a bit emotional in, was this room. And people thought that they picked up on maybe a woman, someone who had lost a child, or but there was not a negative feeling in here.
No, not at all.
Quite possibly somewhere where people could, I don't know, could get away from trouble, you know.
If in anything, I feel quite protected.
In here.
In here, quite protected. Yeah.
Could this be, maybe, I'm just throwing this out here, that because we've had Wiccans in the rooms above here doing a protection of this area, and this may be leaking into this room.
Could well be.
We're just saying how, sorry, what was your name?
Nikki.
Nikki was just sort of saying how that she feels quite drawn to this room. And that
I keep wanting to come back in here, and I just feel very
connected.
yeah. But there's a gentle.
Are you sensitive yourself? Are you sensitive yourself?
Gentle energy, but I'm being protected.
Mm-hmm.
and you're not feeling that in the rest of the place.
You get quite emotional as well.
Yeah.
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 And you can't put your finger on it. It's just something that you're drawn to. You feel as though you've got to be here.
Yeah.
You feel happy in here.
Yeah.
And also you're going through all
being pulled. Every time I walk out, but I want to keep coming back into here. There's such a nice, gentle energy, but protective energy, and my kind of being.
Well, if you remember, we picked up on here when Lynn was in here. We picked up on when she was talking about witches and what have you, and her daughter was a witch or tries a witch.
Yeah.
Lynn got quite emotional.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a motherly thing.
Yeah.
A female thing. That maybe it did happen. That residual energy still here, where her daughter got accused of being a witch.
I was also saying that, which is kind of interesting about this place, is that if this place has a real bad reputation, it's funny how we've got Wiccans in a room maybe just above this, doing some sort of good energy thing.
Yeah.
That might protect this area, that might make this place a barrier.
Maybe, yeah.
So if you're walking around here and you're getting your heckles up about the things you're picking up, you're coming into here because you're feeling it. And possibly whoever's lost in here might feel that too, and finds that they come in here. This is a room of people that are maybe not bad people that need to get out somehow. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm assuming that the spirits can interact with each other, and you have a hierarchy like you do. Let's say in this, human beings, that you have like a spirit that's more dominant, more stronger than another one.
I watch myself when I connect to it because it brings me down. So I've connected to something very similar, and it was like the trauma of, it was like female energy, and it was a trauma, but it wasn't just one person's trauma, it was like all
You
trauma.
always get the sensation though when you're talking about old buildings like this that you got the male energy that's more dominant and maybe more protective of the female energy.
I believe these things exist as
As
a
it
place.
was.
Like if you were to walk into a cave and just scream, there's places in space and time that energies exist that are these sort of things.
Exactly.
And you just tap into it.
Yeah.
You can touch on it. There's pockets of it, but there's a place where it's all there. I touched it once before. It didn't like what I felt about it. So I'm very kind of protective about, because I'm quite sensitive to that kind of thing.
This feels very much female.
It feels a lot. I don't know about you, but it feels a lot warmer in here than the rest of the building.
Oh, it's cozier in here.
Even
Yeah,
though
it's actually
even
feels
though
quite.
it's
I'm feeling a lot
relatively
more
should be warm.
warmer.
It should be a cold breeze coming in, but it's quite warm.
Yeah.
It does feel comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
If any of the rooms, if you're going to keep out in this building, this is the room you choose
Yeah.
to
Of
sleep
course,
in.
yeah.
But you
I'll
keep,
feel
but you keep an eye on the door.
Yeah.
But you feel, I know what you mean. You feel comfortable in this room. You feel it's not threatening in this room. No oppressive energies.
Well, I hide under the covers when I sleep, because that's where I had my experiences with ghosts. Because I saw things in my room. But they were family members that I saw.
Yeah.
So ever since then, it's just the way I've always slept because of that. That's why I believe these things. Right. Have a quick wander round.
You could easily get lost. In this
Oh,
place.
we've got some spirits
Quite
in this room.
Spirits behind the bar.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Sounds great to me.
Getting some bangs, which Tommy and I have heard in here before in the past, and we're trying to work out if it's somebody pranking, or if it's not someone pranking, then it's quite cool.
Yeah.
So we're trying not to call out too loud, so that if there is somebody in a neighbouring vault or room, they can't hear us.
Nikki was just saying about how she feels drawn to that room. Like you were saying how you felt emotional. She got a bit emotional explaining this to us while she was through there. She feels like she feels safe in there. Like she doesn't feel anything negative in there.
I've never felt negative.
No.
It doesn't
He was
feel
saying that
oppressive, does
if
it,
we
in
were
that
going to
room?
stay here the night, that's where we'd sleep.
It doesn't feel oppressive, the pool room.
How do you feel in here?
We're all going to stand quietly. Can you please?
Weird.
Can
Yeah.
you please thump again if that was you? Well, if that's you, can you do it again?
That was behind us. Or was that you? No.
That was me.
Right. Come on, Carl.
I'm all excited.
Is that because he keeps flashing balls?
I'm missing a ball.
What's it about?
Right, you need to check your pockets, boys and girls. I'm one ball down. That's just not good.
No men leave this room with 3 balls.
See you putting your hand in your trousers.
Checking, see how many is there. No, I mean somebody.
Every time I laugh and bring up the energy, that's
Everybody put their hands
That's
up
what
in
I'm
the air
doing.
like that. Many hands make light work.
So what we'll do is, if you're up for it, we've got half an hour. Do you want to break into like 3 small groups and try just different bits of the place? Graham, do you want to do that?
Aye, sure.
Just see how we get on.
I'm just doing a tour, so I'll try not to scare any of us, but I can't promise anything.
are we going to be on YouTube?
Oh, the boss.
Happening?
They're having
I've got
taps in
your
here.
little bum pack thing.
All right,
It's
yeah.
in the bar.
Okay. I'm just wandering around with my camera, giving a tour. Right. I am wandering around, covering the corners of the bar. This was a starting area that we were in, that we were having experiences while we were on the tables. It was getting very cold. K2s were going off. We were definitely in some sort of communication, but I'm not sure. We're starting area up here. I'm gonna have to check my equipment downstairs. We'll get back to there, but I'm gonna go down to back to the area we started in and then back up. So mini tour while we're covering equipment. It's a bit of a labyrinth, isn't it? Well, the equipment's gone. So, did you get lost in here? Did you go a completely different way? The cinema. Now the cinema is supposedly haunted as well. And people have experienced someone up in the back corner, as they do. Anyone up there? Anybody wanting to show themselves? Anybody hiding in the shadows? Or are you just wandering around, talking to, or listening and watching my friends? Don't be shy. We'll continue on from here. So it's not a massive place, but yeah, it is very much a bit of a labyrinth, because you go down one stair, come up another way, you know, go down here, you end up there. Fun place to wander around. For a drink and a party. The place has taken on a completely different atmosphere since when we first came in here. It was very much cold. Previously, it was, the temperature was dropping. And there was a bit of a negative sensation that I was getting in that first bar room, which just felt like it was pushing. It was kind of pushing on us, like it was trying to find like an angle on us. And it feels like it's lifted somewhat. You thump again. Give us a nice thump. Wondered what that was. It's looks like a skeleton spider, which kind of countervenes what a spider is. Be in the stocks.
Reviews, friends. No judgment. We'll look at it and friendship. No harm at all. Is that right? Has blood been spilled within these walls? How much did you witness? You said that you witnessed legal torture here. Were you perhaps one of his servants? Did you work within the household? Just got a flash on the table there.
Yeah.
Did you work in the household?
Sorry, when I just came around the corner there,
Yeah, it's going off again, yeah.
and you asked that question, I thought I saw a flash in that corner, and you heard there was a click, and it was just you looked, and I looked at you as if to go, "What was that? What am I seeing?"
What was the question you just asked?
I was asking if she was a member of the household of Nick Edwards.
Did you work here? Were you one of the staff?
Were you a family member? Did you live here? Did you live in Nicholl Edwards' house?
The house of the great Nicholl Edwards.
Was your name Margaret? So Margaret.
I will go back.
There's a mental hospital. It's
The
called
wartime business.
No, it's a mental hospital.
Oh, right.
Capital Hospital it's called, and loads of people have heard noises. Apparently, it was